Good afternoon. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones and take your seats. The academic The academic procession is about to begin. As a reminder, masks are required to be worn for the duration of today's event. Thank you. Welcome to the new student convocation for the 2021-2022 academic year. Please rise for the academic procession, beginning with the faculty of Stevens Institute of Technology. Please welcome the president of Stevens Institute of Technology, Dr. So you're going to be here? Do you want me to write you? Good afternoon. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones and take your seats. We're coming in. Sessional ends. Students are Good afternoon. Please take a moment to silence your cell Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please move your seats closer to the center so that we can fit more people in, we would very much appreciate it. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please move your seats closer to the center so that we can fit more seats in to accommodate everybody, that would be very helpful. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones. The academic procession is about to begin. As a reminder, masks are required to be worn for the duration of today's event. Thank you for your cooperation. Welcome to the new Student Convocation for the 2021-2022 academic year. Please rise for the academic procession, beginning with the faculty of Stevens Institute of Technology. Please welcome the President of Stevens Institute of Technology, Dr. Nariman Farvardin, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Tianmin Chu, the Cabinet and Academic Council of Stevens Institute of Technology, and special guests, all led by the Faculty Marshal, Dr. Dibyendu Sarkar. You may now be seated.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Dibyendu Sarkar, and as Faculty Marshal, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 2021 New Student Convocation Ceremony at Stevens Institute of Technology. Our ceremony will begin with the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner, led by Ms. Jennifer Searing, class of 2021. Would you all please rise for the singing of the national anthem?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the
Thank you, Ms. Kennedy. You may all be seated. And now, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce the 7th President of Stevens Institute of Technology, Dr. Nariman Farwade.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sarkar. Ladies and gentlemen, wonderful students, and especially those of you who are sitting on the floor, good afternoon. I hope you're all doing well. Can you see me from back there? And can you hear me all right? Class of 2025, colleagues, and members of the extended Stevens community, I am delighted to welcome you to Stevens Institute of Technology's 151st Convocation ceremony, which is the official and ceremonial opening of a new academic year. For Stevens, the start of a new academic year means many things. A new beginning and a celebration among our community as we welcome Stevens' incoming class, these wonderful students here. But this year is particularly special. For all of us here today, it is not just the start to another year, but the resumption of college life as we know it, albeit with precautions and safeguards still in place. I can't tell you how thrilled I am to hold today's ceremony in person and to be able to personally greet each and every one of you in the days ahead when I see you on campus. It has required great strides by all of us in this room to reach this important point. To the newest members of our Stevens family, you, the freshmen, I would like to say this. You have persevered in your studies during one of the most disruptive periods in recent history. And that same hard work, discipline, and persistence will serve you well throughout your years at Stevens and in your entire lives. Undoubtedly, it's not been an easy time, but you will emerge stronger because of this experience. To our faculty and staff, your unwavering dedication and commitment to educating and supporting our students will prepare them to become the next generation of technologists, leaders, innovators, entrepreneurs upon which our society depends, and in fact, now more than ever before. Your experience and caring support will help them to achieve their full potential and make their mark in the world. The class of 2025 is the largest in Stevens' history, as manifested by all those people who are sitting on the floor. Over 1,100 strong and so incredibly talented. You will be challenged by your professors as you embark on your studies, but you will learn and accomplish things you never thought possible. You will have opportunities to design innovative solutions to real-world problems, to conduct research, to hold internships, to do study abroad when the conditions permit, to launch companies, to create original works, to engage in extracurricular experiences, and really to pursue your dreams. Everyone you see here, and myself included, is here to help you become successful. You will find every opportunity and every support within our means to flourish and to enjoy your years here at Stevens. Welcome to Stevens Class of 2025. I look forward to seeing you on campus, getting to know you individually, and watching each one of you thrive and grow in the years ahead. I know great things are in the store for you. And now, it is my great pleasure to introduce Stevens' new Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Jianmin Qiu. Like you, today marks a new beginning for him, as he recently joined Stevens' leadership team as Stevens' Chief Academic Officer. I am delighted to officially welcome him to the Stevens family, and I look forward to the impact that he will make on your education and to Stevens in the years ahead. Dr. Qiu.
President Farvardin, thank you for your kind introduction. Class of 2025, it gives me tremendous pleasure to say this. Welcome to Stevens. After years of hard work in high school and many essays for college applications, your dream finally comes true. Here you are on this beautiful campus, starting your college life. And the best part of it, you are away from your parents. Congratulations. Starting college is a major milestone in a young person's life. It is a time of anticipation and excitement. It may also be a time of anxiety and apprehension. You are not sure what to expect. I know that feeling very well because, just like you, I'm also new to Stevens. In fact, I'm so new, up to a few days ago, I had to rely on Google Maps to find my way around campus. Full disclosure, this is my 22nd day on the job. Just as you are proud to be a first-year student at Stevens, I am very proud to be the newest provost and vice president for academic affairs at this great institution with tremendous legacy and exciting growth trajectory under President Farvardin. As a premier student-centric technological research university, our emphasis on technological renovation and our commitment to excellence position us to be a global leader in addressing complex and technical and societal problems. I'm eager to work with the campus community to realize this compelling vision. It is gratifying to know that you and I are starting this exciting journey together. Together, we will build a brighter future for Stevens. Well, here is a piece of free advice. As exciting as they may be, the next 4 years will not be all smooth sailing for many of you. Unlike what you might have heard, colleges are not all play. College is also hard work. There will be bumps on the road, and you will be challenged, both academically and socially. However, rest assured, our faculty and staff will be there every step of the way to support you. At Stevens, we are committed to providing the best learning experience for all our students, regardless of their background. And we prepare you for life. As many alums can testify that here at Stevens, you will receive an education that will open doors with infinite possibilities. Finally, I wish you all the best in this new chapter of your life. I look forward to congratulate each and every one of you for receiving a Stevens degree 4 years from now. Do not disappoint me. Congratulations again, and welcome to Stevens.
Please welcome to the podium Assistant Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. Sarah Klein.
Good afternoon, class of 2025. Let's hear it for the Ducks. So I've been fortunate to already spend quite a bit of time with this class, but it's so wonderful to see you all again. And I hope you're already working toward finding your happy places on campus and finding your people, as we talked about at orientation. But it's really so great to see you all today, and it makes me really happy to be here. Today, it's my absolute pleasure to introduce two of your peers who are leaders on our campus. First, please welcome to the podium Ms. Liana Meyer, President of the Student Government Association and member of the class of 2023. She'll share her words of wisdom for you.
Hello, everyone. So if I'm being honest, when I was first asked to speak at Convocation, I was a bit overwhelmed. My college experience hasn't been the most conventional. It started during the infamous Stevens cyber attack of 2019, right as I was arriving on campus, and was then interrupted by COVID in the middle of my second semester. Now, as we are finally getting back to a bit of normalcy, where do I even start? Do I even have any words of wisdom to share? Coming into Stevens, I was so nervous about meeting new people. I am a rather extroverted person, but still, the thought of having to create all new friendships from scratch was daunting. And as corny as it sounds, I have truly found my people here at Stevens. And trust me, I know that everyone leading up to college, seemingly every adult you meet wishes you luck and tells you that you'll find your people at Stevens, but you really do. As you go through orientation in your first year of school, you will realize that this is a time like no other in your life. You will find your people here. As much as new people are entering your life, you are also exposed to new ideas and lifestyles from every direction. All we want to do is to get back to normal, but there is no constant for us at this time in our lives. You're going to have new experiences, new people, new ideas. None of it will be like what you've seen and done before. I encourage you to embrace the newness. Accept that it's not going to be like it was, because change is the new constant in this chapter of your life. Don't go passively accepting things as they are, but challenge yourself and challenge the known. This is a quote from the previous SGA president, and I couldn't agree with it more. You've entered a new community, and there is so much more for you to learn about Stevens, about the world, and also about yourself. So, get comfortable being uncomfortable and push the boundaries of what you thought you could do, because I promise you, there's always more ahead. You are the only person that is in charge of the experience that you will have here, so take the initiative to get involved on campus, step up to a leadership role, and make your mark at Stevens. I can't wait to see all of the great things that you will accomplish and everything that you will become, so welcome Stevens class of 2025.
Thank you so much, Liana. Now I would like to invite Mr. Jacob Cupp, Chair of the Stevens Honor Board, and also a member of the class of 2023. He'll make some brief remarks, and he will formally induct you into the Stevens Honor System.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before I begin, I want to thank the faculty, administration, and students who work together every day to ensure this institution excels in higher education. Most importantly, however, I want to extend a warm welcome to the class of 2025. As Stevens, we have three fundamental values that foster a unique environment of accountability: integrity, honor, and respect. Integrity means doing the right thing regardless of any consequences, good or bad. Is one of your classmates struggling with the classwork? Offer to study with them. Planning a group project? Volunteer your work. It is these little things that make a real difference in life. There is no reward for doing this work other than the respect of your fellow classmates and the satisfaction that you are doing the right thing. Honor means keeping your word, following through with your commitments. It does not mean volunteering to work on slides 3 through 6 of the group presentation, only to end up doing them at the last minute and presenting them unrehearsed. It means letting the final product speak to your work ethic, creativity, and ability. Your teammates are relying on you. Respect them enough to do your part. Respect is caring about other people to live with honor and integrity. Respect your teammates enough to make a commitment, follow through, and do the best that you can. There's nothing like a global pandemic to put respect into context. Every day, under these extraordinary circumstances, our respect for our peers and fellow citizens is put to the test. Wearing a mask, getting vaccinated, social distancing, and washing your hands protects us, but we also do them to protect those around us. Even if you do not feel that you personally are at great risk, by taking these precautions, you are protecting those who are. Nobody wants to wear a mask, but it takes great honor and respect to put yourself through this discomfort to protect your peers. You are showing them that you deserve their respect by your behavior and actions. Actions speak louder than words, so do not just wear them on your shirts or write them on your papers. Live your life. Your actions are how other people see you, how they will treat you, and what they will expect from you in the future. In an interview in 2014, Michael Jensen, an American economist working in financial economics, said, "An individual is whole and complete when their word is whole and complete, and their word is whole and complete when they honor their word." Jensen also says that the foundation for being a person of integrity is giving your word to yourself. Your word is only has as much value as you give it. If you don't respect someone enough to honor your promises, nobody will reciprocate or trust your word. Respect cannot be given in a vacuum. It must be earned. At Stevens, we have a community of integrity, honor, and respect. So your fellow students expect you to respect them. Show them that their trust is well-founded and that you are worthy of their respect by giving them the respect they deserve. I implore you to honor yourself, respect your peers, and perpetrate the culture of integrity here at Stevens by knowing your truth and letting your truth guide you. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Keep your values positive because your values become your destiny." Our destiny as Stevens is per aspera ad astra, through hardships to the stars. What will you make your destiny? Now, before I conclude, I must continue the long-standing tradition here at Stevens, the induction of the newest class into the honor system. Will you all please rise if you are able? Okay. Now consult the back page of your programs for the pledge and repeat after me. I pledge that I will conduct myself with honor, integrity, and honesty. In all of my academic endeavors. That I also pledge that I will uphold the principles of the Stevens Honor System and preserve our community of trust. Thank you. You may be seated. Best of luck in your studies, and congratulations, Ducks.
Thank you, Jacob, and welcome everyone to the honor system. At this time, I would like to invite to the podium Ms. Victoria Velasco, class of 2004 and president of the Stevens Alumni Association. She'll share some history with you of Stevens and formally present the class banner.
Hello, everyone. So on behalf of the Stevens Alumni Association and nearly 50,000 alumni across the world, I'm going to say the same thing as everyone else. Welcome to Stevens. We are so happy you're here. As we reflect on over 150 years of Stevens history, there are countless alumni who have advanced the Stevens legacy of discovery, invention, entrepreneurship, and philanthropy. If you don't mind, I'm going to share a few stories. Sound good? You got to stay with me. So these past 18 months, we've gotten more packages delivered to our houses than ever before. If you've opened them up and found some bubble wrap safely holding your items together, you can thank Alfred Fielding, class of 1939 and co-inventor of the bubble wrap. Do you like art? Yes? Well, our own Alexander Calder, class of 1919, was an engineer and sculptor, and he created the art form known as the mobile. His works hang all over the world in prestigious galleries and museums. In 1937, James Braxton graduated from Stevens, and he went on to become a groundbreaking engineer, city planner, and activist, striving to create more equitable living conditions by developing a patented, affordable housing system. Frederick Raines, in 1939, class of 1939 rather, was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics for his work in the discovery of the neutrino. Aaron Cohen, master's degree recipient in 1958, played a critical role in NASA's 6 successful lunar landings, and he later served as the director of the Johnson Space Center. Beatrice Hicks, she completed her graduate degree at Stevens in 1949, years before women started here as undergraduates. Talk about a trailblazer. She went on to co-found and serve as the first president of the Society of Women Engineers. Richard Reeves, class of 1960, earned numerous awards, including an Emmy and a Peabody, for his work as a journalist, political commentator, and author. Did you guys check your email today on your phones? I did about 1,000 times. So class of 1977 had Mark Crispin, and he authored the Internet Message Access Protocol, AKA the IMAP, that allows us to access our emails from our personal devices anywhere. Virginia Rolsterhoff, from the class of 1986, continued to pave the way for our women in the Stevens community when she was named our first female chairperson of the Stevens Board of Trustees. And last but not least, do you guys check online those tech reviews before you buy something? Yes? Have you heard of Marquez Brownlee? He's class of 2015. He's the creator of MKBHD, the YouTube tech channel. And this morning I checked 14.7 million subscribers, and therefore one of the largest or best tech reviewers on the planet. And like these alumni, there are thousands more, and each of them is making a daily impact on our world as they use their passion for discovery and their invention to innovate. As you join organizations on campus, or you land a co-op, or you go to a panel and participate in a seminar, I want you to reach out to those alumni as you meet them and learn from them. Listen to their stories, and they'll share how they got where they got. As you walk around, I hope you have taken notice of the torchbearer. You guys have seen it? The big statue on the center of campus? Yes? So it's a daily reminder to you of the passing of knowledge from one generation to the next. And because you're here today, the torch is being shared with you, the Stevens legacy. And in that spirit, I formally present your class with the class of 2025 banner. It's coming. You can clap. This banner led you into the venue today, carried by your own classmate, Anthony Adio, who was selected by the administration for his stellar performance in the STEP Summer Bridge program. Let's clap for Anthony. The class banner will be displayed at your commencement in 2025 and all the gatherings of your class and alumni reunions. Now, it sounds like I'm getting ahead of myself, right? You're just barely here. How are you graduating? So over the next few years, you're going to make decisions and you're going to take on challenges. that will shape our world. How will you choose, as I challenge every year the class, how will you choose to carry the torch and live out the Living Stevens legacy? I know I speak on behalf of the entire Stevens alumni community to say, I can't wait to find out. Good luck, everyone.
Thanks, Vicki. It's always a pleasure to have you back on campus. I'm now going to introduce our keynote speaker for today, Dr. Wei Zhang. Dr. Zhang is an associate professor of management and the Richard R. Roskett Endowed Chair in Leadership at the School of Business here at Stevens. Her research centers on inclusive leadership and addresses practical questions such as what inclusive leadership looks like, how individuals grow into leaders, and what helps women leaders thrive in organizations. She's studied leadership in corporate, entrepreneurial, national laboratory, and faith-based organizations, and has conducted in-depth interviews of more than 100 top-level executives in the US. She is leading the School of Business's effort in providing resources to all leadership learners through the Stevens Leadership Portal. She was recently nominated for the 2021 Thinkers 50 Leadership Award. I've been fortunate enough to attend several workshops led by Dr. Zhang, and I'm always so incredibly impressed by her research and the way that she teaches. She's fantastic. So therefore, it's my pleasure to present this year's faculty keynote speaker, Dr. Wei Zhang.
Well, thank you, Dr. Klein, for the very kind introduction. Hello, everyone. What a great pleasure. Hi. What a great pleasure to be here to share the excitement and wonder of this momentous time in your lives. I actually have 2 nephews and a niece going to be first-year college students this semester as well. So I understand that there could be chaotic, anxious, uncertain, and exciting time this is. And it is during times like this that some guiding principles may give us clarity and direction. I'd like to share just one today. But let me start with a story. Last semester, I received an email from a prospective student from Nepal asking me where to find the leadership interviews I had done for Stevens Leadership Portal. The Stevens Leadership Portal is an initiative I have been spearheading together with my colleagues from the School of Business to make leadership knowledge available to everyone. I gave him the web link to the interviews and extended an invitation for his feedback on the portal. I thought he might just email me back with a polite thank you and it looks nice sort of message. But I was truly interested in how the portal could be improved from his perspective. To my surprise, he emailed me back with a 3-page detailed plan of how we can better build up the portal. It contained many helpful ideas, and now he's formally a Stevens student and is working with me to carry out the plan he laid out. I have experienced many more incidents like this in my life. In college, I saw a student from Cameroon who sat alone in a crowded dining hall and decided to join him, which started our friendship that taught me eye-opening things about Cameroon in the early 2000s. When teaching an executive education program in Cairo, Egypt, I initiated a personal conversation with an engineer from the Department of Natural Resources of Egypt, which led to his taking me on a car ride to experience local Egyptians' lives with his family. And while volunteering to advise a student club some years ago, I got to know a community member who was also passionate about leadership, and we co-founded a virtual community for Asian women leaders. I'm sure a lot of you may have experienced similar instances like this. I want to call them out today because they speak to the power of inclusion. The message they reveal to me is that when we look beyond some artificially erected boundaries, we find unexpected opportunities. That is when we break down boundaries such as student versus faculty, engineers versus business professionals, insiders in our community versus outsiders. We can make unconventional connections, build creative forms of collaborations, and forge original directions and enterprises. So a challenge I'd like to issue to you, actually to all of us, is to be 1% more inclusive every day. Only 1% every day, because inclusion is not easy. It comes with its friend called discomfort. Extending ourselves beyond familiar people, routines, and habits can be uncomfortable, but discomfort can be a good indicator of learning and growth. Research on diversity and inclusion has found that building relationships with people who have different racial and cultural backgrounds can be uncomfortable, but these relationships significantly increase student gains in problem solving, critical thinking, and cognitive development. Discomfort helps doctors seek out more divergent approaches to solving novel cases and going beyond boundaries has inspired many innovations. For example, probably you all know this example, Steve Jobs took a seemingly unpractical calligraphy class in college just because he found it beautiful. But 10 years later, it came back to him to help him design the unique typography of the first Macintosh. There are a lot of scientific breakthroughs that stem from boundary crossing, such as the pill cam that can be swallowed and broadcast images from our intestines to doctors, which is the result of the combination of missile technologies and gastroenterology, or the use of spider silk that can make the strongest bulletproof vests. The benefits of an inclusive environment for all have also been documented in social science research as it elevates individuals' engagement, creativity, performance, well-being, and resilience. But what does this 1% of inclusiveness look like? Well, you can initiate a conversation during lunch with a stranger who looks very different from you, join a club that you have very limited knowledge in, seek out divergent perspectives in your teamwork, make a suggestion to a professor about what new problems you should tackle together, reach out to people inside and outside Stevens who share your passion, use visuals in your social media that invite diversity and creativity, ask questions about who are included and who are left out when designing new technologies, and contribute to an effort that makes our campus more inclusive. I've looked into seniors or graduates' letters to their first-year selves. The theme of extending oneself is a common thread. For example, someone wrote these words to their younger self: read books on subjects you know nothing about, travel to places you never thought of traveling, meet every kind of person, and endlessly stretch what you know. If we stretch our inclusiveness by 1% every day, by the end of a year, we would be 3,700% more inclusive, not just 365% because of compounding effect. Of course, there could be days that you can't be 1% more, but the important thing is to get up and keep going the next day. And if you do this year after year, you'd be making your own discoveries and innovations as remarkable as the bubble wrap, Godzilla, and Slipknot. Lastly, if COVID has taught us anything, a key lesson would be to be always ready for new challenges. Well, readiness won't magically happen, even if we have extraordinary courage and wisdom at the moment of need. We need to practice the muscles every day during normal times, the muscles of inclusion, of working through discomfort, of breaking down boundaries so they automatically spring into action when the need arises. So what be your 1% today? Who would you invite to give you input on the problem? What boundaries are you going to break? What discomfort are you leaning into today to pursue your calling? I'll leave you with these questions, and I hope to cross paths with you in our collective journey of inclusion very soon. Thank you.
The Faculty Marshal will now return to the podium to close today's ceremony. Please note that the audience should remain at their seats until the academic recessional is complete. Once the recessional ends, students may leave the arena in an orderly fashion.
All right. Thank you for joining us today, and welcome to the Stevens family. We close with the singing of the Alma Mater, sung but today by members of the President's Ensemble. The awards can be found on the back of your program, so we invite you to sing along. Now, please rise for the singing of the Alma Mater.
Where flows the Hudson River out to the mighty sea, on Castle Point so proudly stands there in majesty. Stevens, our alma mater, homage to thee we pay, with loyal hearts and voices, true to the red.